Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 9 or known as DAG9. We would like to present our analytical data infographic poster, and we chose the different parts of speech used in the novel The Mysterious Affair of Styles by Agatha Christie 1920 as our title for this project. The members of the group are all 6 members, namely myself, Nurfara Arina, Ainalira Azmi, Augie Nurin Fatimi, Siti Khadijah, Farah Shamimi, and Nurdania Hanim. For the introduction, data analytics is one of the most important courses that helps in increasing data resourcing skills among students. In this course, data resourcing has become the main tool to enlighten students on the importance of the data resources whilst introducing activities involving data resources. As students taking an English language program, it is important for us to analyze data related to English language studies such as English novels, journals, books, or even articles. Therefore, we have chosen a novel titled The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie 1920 because we feel this novel is very suitable to be analyzed according to the objectives of the study. For data resources, the type of data that will be used in this project is a secondary data. All the members of the group have discussed and agreed to analyze different parts of speech in the novel The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie 1920. So the data is obtained from the excerpts in the novel itself and therefore works as a secondary data, as it is readily available to be analyzed. We choose to analyze secondary data as it will help us learn more on data analytics and work together as a team and learning how to analyze data as a whole. Type of data, we will find the data by the extract list of the word, part of speech, and the content of the word in the novel The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie 1920. So for this project, we will have 3 objectives. So objective number 1 is to identify the usage of parts of speech in the novel. Number 2 is to determine the most used and least used pronouns in the novel. And lastly, to determine the average number of sentences per chapter in the novel.
My name is Siti Khadijah binti Zainal with metric number A175634. I am going to explain about the methodology for this analysis. In this proposal, the data was taken from past research by Cope et al. 2017, presenting GECO, an eye-tracking corpus of monolingual and bilingual sentence reading. Open data was given in the form of Microsoft Excel. List of words, type of speech, and content words given will be analyzed using numerical data analysis method. There are 11 categories, which are article, adverbs, noun, verb, determiner, pronoun, adjective, conjunction, preposition, name, and to. We have chosen some appropriate and varied words from parts of speech from the novel The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie 1920. The data will be analyzed in Microsoft Excel to find the objective given, to identify the usage of parts of speech in the novel, to determine the most used and least used pronouns in the novel, to determine the average number of sentences per chapter in the novel. The data will be in a list of frequencies and the percentage of types of speech. The Excel file will be converted to a text file and will be analyzed using a word list. By using Microsoft Excel, it will make the data much easier rather than manually analyze it.
My name is Farah Shamimi Sharimi, matrix number A156037, and I will be continuing the presentation with the first research objective. As for research objective 1, we decided to identify the distribution of speech in the first 20 sentences of the novel The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie. For the research objective 1 of the data analysis, there are many parts of speech in the novel. Therefore, we investigated 11 types of parts of the speech, which are verb, pronoun, noun, preposition, determiner, article, adverbs, adjective, name, conjugation, and to. Therefore, we need to find out the result using the frequency, percentage, and GDA, which is the pie chart. Based on the pie chart, the frequency that we identified from the types of parts of speech used the most are verb with the highest frequency, which is 62, with the percentage of 21%. Next, we discovered that pronoun and noun have a similar frequency consisting of 44 and both have the second highest frequency after the verb with the percentage of 15%. The third highest frequency for the types of speech is the preposition, which has the frequency of 39 and a percentage of 13%. Meanwhile, the determiner has 8 frequencies lesser than preposition by only 31 and is at a percentage of 11%. Meanwhile, the article falls at the 5th place from the highest frequency with only 22 with a percentage of 8%. Finally, for the 6th place, adverbs have a higher frequency than adjective, which is 14 with 5%, whereas adjective only consists of 12, which has 2 frequencies less than adverbs with a percentage of 4%. However, name fell in 3rd place from behind with 10 frequencies followed by 4%. Lastly, both conjunction and to share the same number of frequencies, which is 7, at only 2%, which shows the lowest frequency and percentage in types of speech for the novel The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie. Thank you.
Okay, next I will explain my part, which is data analysis for research objective number 2. As for research objective number 2, we decided to find out the most used and the least used pronoun at the first 20 sentences of the novel The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie. Manually, we also have interpreted the data to find out the second objective. As a result, we find out that the average for pronoun has big difference between the most used pronoun and the least used pronoun. Result shows that the most used pronoun is the word I with the frequency of 14 and with the percentage of 93. However, there are 4 least used pronouns, which are themselves, me, your, and who, that only consist of 1 frequency with the percentage of 7, which make a huge impact of the differences between both pronouns.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ain Nadira Azmi binti Azmi with metric number A174839. For the last objective, we had analysed the average number of sentences per chapter in the novel The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie, 1920, in the data given on the sentence sheet. We identified the total for the sentence of each chapter. There is 4 chapters for the novel. In Chapter 1, the total of sentences is 1,381. The total of 1,471 sentences are also found on Chapter 2. Next, for Chapter 3, we found out that the total sentences are 1,429 throughout the novel. Lastly, the last chapter of the novel, which is Chapter 4, has a total of 1,019 sentences. For the calculation average of the total sentences and standard deviation of the chapter on the novel, we take advantage of the available tools on Excel. Therefore, the mean for the average number of sentences per chapter in the novel is 1,325, has been calculated by using the formula, whereas the standard deviation is 207.29.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Mudania Hani binti Romino and my metric number is 8176287. This is like that we have reached the last part, which is the conclusion. So, the conclusion is selected analysis, which are RO1, RO2 and RO3 was identified and analysis according to the formula. In research objective 1, the results show that there are 11 types of part of the speech, where each of the 11 types have a different total frequency and percentage. in descending order starting from verb, which is 21%, pronoun and noun, which is 15%, preposition, which is 13%, determiner, which is 11%, article, which is 8%, adverb 5%, adjective 12%, and name 4%, conjunction 12%, 2% for research objective 2 RO2. The findings in the average pronoun have also been identified, where the most used pronoun, which is I, have a frequency of 14 and obtain percentage of 93%. At the same time, the least used pronoun, that is themselves, me, your, who, has shown a low volume rate of 1 frequency and obtaining a percentage of only 7%. For research objective 3, the total sentences in the novel for chapter 1 are 1,381, followed by chapter 2, which a total sentences of 1,471. Chapter 3 with 1,429 sentences. And chapter 4 with 190 total sentences. Using the formula, the average number of sentences per chapter in the novel is 1,325, while the standard deviation is 207. The different parts of speech used in the novel The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie, 19 and 20. By conducting this research, we as the students of this course, analytic data, can help the students understand the processes of managing data resources and prove to be a very important skill in the future. The data is obtained from the novel itself and therefore works as secondary data as it is readily available. For example, the data from the novel itself, the have stated in the column which is 0 for the content of the word. Apart from that, many of the data have stated for one who is intense, interest arose in public. Thus, as the data taken and stated, our group have finally achieved our objectives. To give a thought, as analytic data student, we are required a newbie to this course and still wondering how to conduct the research ourselves. However, now we have already learned and enlightened due to our group members' help and also lecturers. That's all from us. Thank you.